Hello, this is Mish from Downtime Distraction with a tutorial video on a title coming to Steam in the near future, I hope, called Crush Online. Now, I've been involved in the beta for quite some months. I did another couple of videos on it a while back. A very interesting game. It has interesting, I guess, overall game design. It's very unique. So what I thought I'd do is I'd doing a starter guide. So a basic tutorial, and then I'll do a few more tutorials and go a bit more in depth into the concepts and the idea behind the gameplay. So this is really just a guide to help you get started, because often MMOs and MOBAs and many games can be quite overwhelming initially, and this for me was definitely one of those. So I thought I'd help you out with just a basic guide, then we'll move on to the next, I guess, part 2, part 3. So this is the selection screen of selecting your class. Now what we have currently, this game may change, bear that in mind. This is the beta, so things can change. It could get more classes, but at the moment we have 3. So what we have is, I guess, a magic class, and we have a assassin hunter class, and a tank class. So with each of these, they have 2 different I want to say specs, but ultimately it's 2 different weapons. The weapon determines how your character plays. So for example, this is the one I'm probably most familiar with, the Punisher class. So at the moment, the basic one, you get a dagger and a bow. So the dagger gives you, you can see the skills there. So the Hurl of Shadow, Shadow Walk, Poison Swamp, and the Dark Art. So you can buy other weapons and you'll get new skills around that. So it's very customizable for the weapon. But ultimately, I want to say the class is the class. I mean, there's basically similar concepts around the weapons, but it is quite unique. So as you can see as well, we have, I guess, the abilities, which is quite nice. It tells you where their strengths are, and obviously the tank is armor and magic resist. This class here, the Saint, is ability power, magic resist, and not so much attack there. And what else do we have here? So we have a bit of customizable options with the gear in this game. You can get new gear, and it doesn't change what you look like. That is determined by the costumes. So for example, this character here has a few costumes here. Probably these ones are more noticeable, the big difference between them. So you can see here that changing between them is a big difference, but changing the gear, so if you got a new, I guess, chest piece, it wouldn't change visually. You need to buy costumes. At the moment, it's all, you can earn it all in game. I'm not sure on how the currency is going to work for this title, but that's not what this video is about. Okay, and obviously we've got the basic stuff here as well, which is face, hair, the base costume, which is different to these costumes. So if we turn that costume off, and you can swap just between, it's very, just a little bit of a difference there, and you have all these colors as well. So let's make a tank and jump in, and I'll just show you the basic area, the start zone, then some of the basics, then I'll finish this video here. I don't want to make them too long. I'd rather have more on specific areas. Okay, so I'll just make this, and then we'll go into the starting area. Alrighty, so here we go. This is my character, and as you can see, blue afro. What other way would you ever make a character, right? So what we have here, let's just start with the basic movements. So movement, you move around by right clicking. Your attacks, it's very automatic. The base attack is very automatic. So if I just run over to one of these mobs over here and select that, he'll run off and just attack, do the base attack. Now we have more attacks than that, but let's just go over the user interface first. So on the right here we have the quest list we have. So you can do a few things here. So more quest information. So you click on that, you can actually see the full detail of the quest. Let's just move out of the way of these things before they attack me. And you can also do an auto move, which is very handy. I know some people probably won't like that, but sometimes you really do need that feature in this game. Okay, below that we have the map, which is nice. So you can see blue as your allies, and the book there means it's the quest giver. The red are enemy. What else we have? We can lock the camera as well, so you can actually lock the camera and move around and the camera doesn't follow you. So let's undo that. Okay, bottom left here we have, obviously, I guess, general information of what's going on. This stuff here, it can get quite in depth, so I might save that for a later video. But for now, let's have a look. So I'm currently level 3, and that's my leveling bar. So obviously when that gets to the end, you gain a level. Now this center console area here. So things pop up here when you earn certain rewards, certain quest things will pop up here. So quite a lot of information does pop up here. So this one here is saying, you know, you've earned some rewards. I'm not sure what the in-game currency will be for this title, so bear that in mind. You probably need to figure that out on for yourself. When the title releases, I'm sure they'll have some way of charging money for something, but at the moment that's not in the game for me. So what else we have here? So this is I guess an item here which gives you a bit of a buff. You can change that in the future. But for now, that's what that buff is about here. So you see buffs, they'll appear here when you get them. So below that we have the current weapon equipped. So you can have multiple weapons. And these are the skills based on that weapon. So you see I have a charge, I have a battle cry, and a few other things here, whirlwind and explosion of fury. So below that we have obviously health and mana. So obviously these skills here affect how much mana you have, and obviously they'll dwindle down the more you use it. This is just an overview from the the overall stats. So damage, ability power, armor, and stuff like that. This area here, so these 8 slots are your weapon, the item slots. Now this gets pretty tricky in trying to explain it, so I might save that for another video. But all you need to know, if you get some items pop up in your inventory, so press I to go there. Here we go. So I have a bracelet here, so I can just right click on that bracelet and go, okay, you're about to replace the artifact. There we go. So it's in there, and then now that will work. So basic ability here, I won't go into the steps at the moment, but if you want to look, basically you can see there, attack is +4, health is +100. So just for now, in the starting zone, that's probably all you need to know. Okay, so if you have some items pop up here, just right click them and go equip. Also, this area will fill up pretty quickly. So another thing to note here is you can unlock more areas. So you hit that and go, are you sure you want to unlock? And go okay, and there we go. That's actually using these gems here. So do that again. So there we go. First one was free. Second one is 5 jewels. Now I've got a whole lot from my other character, so that's fine. And I assume that's probably how they're going to charge you in game. But anyway, that's another topic. Okay, so let's just quickly show you some combat, and then I'll probably finish up the video here. So that's the basic attack, and as I say, we can do more things here. So E is my whirlwind, and there we go. Mission is complete. But obviously there's multiple quests going on here, so let's see, running out of mana, so let's just have a mana potion there. So that's the mana potion, and that's a health. You can change that as well, and that was another quest there. There's quite a few quests initially. It gets a bit full up over here at that point, so we get a whirlwind in, and we'll try a bit of a charge. There we go. So the things, I mean, initially you may think only 4 abilities, you know, that's a bit limiting, but when you have 2 weapons, you have 8 abilities, and swapping between them, trying to manage your mana and health as well, it gets pretty interesting. And as I said, this game it has an interesting design to it. It's that MOBA MMO, and it's really quite unique. So there we go, quest done. I've got 5 bee stings and 5 snake leather. Go back to Floyd and hit next and next and next and complete. There we go. Okay, so that's that quest complete, and we'll keep moving through this area, and I'll show you to the next area, and then we'll start talking more in depth about some things here. But yeah, for now, please thumbs up if the video if it was helpful. Obviously thumbs down if it wasn't. Leave me some feedback below. Subscribe for more content around this game and other games, and stay tuned for the next video. Cheerio.